Well, good evening, everyone. Just waiting for PJ to get. Oh, just waiting for PJ to get here, and then we'll begin. It's a lovely evening out on the patio. Lovely if you were all here. Can we open, please? I'd really like to earn a living. Would that be okay? Anyway, sorry. Don't know where PJ's got to, so I'll start writing the team names down, and then we'll be. Hopefully, she'll catch up when she gets here. So I've got Scott Stotts. I've got Don't Touch My River. I've got Nuts and Bolts. Risky Quizness. Well, hello, Risky Quizness. I'm sure I'm going to have Dazed and Confused. I probably won't say much until the right time. I'm just checking in as to where PJ might be.
Are you starting, I am?
I've started, yes. Just waiting for PJ. I don't know where she's got to.
Good evening, world. It's me, Nick Exton, back again.
Thanks, Jake.
I'm now a ventriloquist. I don't even move my mouth and the words come out. Oh, for God's sake, you guys hurry up with your answers.
That's only Dazed and Confused. Old West Enders.
I did my Nick voice.
Don't need to call PJ. I can just hear her dulcet tones in the background.
No, I haven't got back yet.
Those guys slow us or what?
Yeah.
See, that's those
Hey, bitch.
I know, I think it is a man.
Queen has arrived.
I'm the princess, love.
Sorry, my apologies.
One beer, one score sheet, one mosquito trap.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I'm not saying we.
I can't get the girls to get me home and over. Shit. Oh,
Too busy talking, are
no,
they?
I don't time is it? Oh, it's only this time. Shit.
So are they joining in tonight?
Oh,
Yeah, are they?
have you got them on here?
I put them
now
on
I
there.
have to read your writing, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it bad? Yes, it's pretty bad.
Say what?
So who have we got missing tonight? No, it's the Thursday night bike club. They're missing. Oh no, PJ's going home now.
It's time.
Well, no, wait for Mum to print it.
Where are they?
I know. What are you
Hey,
going
you
to do?
do this label. I'll just run off to the staff store. We'll tap 10 minutes later. Like, oh, this thing's not so lucky. Oh, you're still here. Hello.
They have to come.
Just leaving. Were you?
I am going to leave if my Scooby's not playing.
Oh,
Sweet, you know.
What? You dropped your pen?
right through the gap.
Do you want a pen, Nick? Here we go. Here we go. Nick.
What are the chances?
Oh,
Drop the pen right through the gap in the boards.
Orange or green? These are Billy and me.
Oh, I'm definitely having the orange.
Oh, that's a Billy.
That's a Billy colour.
Uh-huh.
I'll happily play with Billy's colours.
Have ya?
Yeah.
Very good. Don't be playing with mine.
No.
That's all I can say.
Ah, finally, Dazed and Confused. Okay, so round 2, everyone. So great round 1, everyone. Yeah, so shame that Dazed and Confused weren't here in time for round 1, but here we go.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
So, do we wait for the boys? Do you want to wait for at least another minute for them, just in case?
Do you have a personal number we can call?
I thought you might.
No, they'll have to start late.
Okay, all right then. So, who lost last week? I forgot who lost.
Business.
Quizness. Risky Quizness obviously lost last week, so not that I'm rubbing it in. But obviously they're very good at sports.
Apparently. We'll see.
So we'll see.
Uh-huh.
So your first round is sports. I think you said current sports, but yeah. I did consider current sports. Sort of. So question 1 on sports. What is the last name of the NFL All-Star brothers, Shannon and Sterling? So what's the last name of the NFL All-Star brothers, Shannon and Sterling? Anyway, you might notice this is a pint of rum and coke. It's the only way to drink rum and coke. Question number 2. Who is the NBA Coach of the Year trophy named after? So, who is the NBA Coach of the Year trophy named after? And then question number 3. I didn't just do American sports, as you probably figured this out, but there will be now some non-American sports. What track and field record at 60 feet long, or 18.29 metres, still stands after 26 years? And for an extra point, whose record is it? So what track and field record is a world record of 60 feet or 18.29 metres still stands after 26 years? And for an extra point, whose record is it? And no, the mosquitoes aren't out because we have a special mosquito burning candle and mosquito coil. So, sucks to be inside, doesn't it, Anna? Because PJ and I are sitting on the patio.
Yes.
Yes. So the patio's open
Tonight.
tonight.
For one night only.
One night only. Well, until next Wednesday.
Okay.
Till next Wednesday. And it'll be open again. Question number 4. No, well, I don't have to wait because I'm sitting here now on the patio. Yeah. Question number 4. Who are the current MLS Cup winners? And for an extra point, who won it in 2017? So question 4 is, who are the current MLS Cup winners? And for an extra point, who won it in 2017? Question number 5. Which team plays at TD Garden? So which team plays at the TD Garden? Question number 6. Which team's roster includes Sean Monahan, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, Mark Giordano and Brett Ritchie? So Sean Monahan, Mark Giordano and Brett Ritchie. Whose roster are those guys on? Question number 7. Which is the oldest continually running MLB team which was established in 1871? So which is the oldest continually running MLB team which was established in 1871? Question number 8. There are 5 new sports that have been introduced to the 2021 Olympics. Name any 2. So there are 5 new sports that have been entered in the 2021 Olympics. Sorry, I said 2020 because it was supposed to be 2020. Name any 2. Question number 9. Starting tomorrow, which is the next PGA Tour Championship? So starting tomorrow, what is the next PGA Tour Championship? And then finally, question 10. Who does rookie Trey Sermon play for? So who does rookie Trey Sermon play for? So I'll give you 30 seconds to confer. Looks like you've got nobody to cheer for this week, Peach. The boys aren't here.
Someone. Is that Joe at all?
Should have been over, yes.
She left in the car. We saw her.
Just like she was supposed to start work at 11, turned up at 2. Good job, she's the boss. Okay, answers to the sports round. So question 1. The NFL brothers, Shannon and Sterling, their surname is Sharp. The NBA Coach of the Year's trophy is named after Red Auerbach. Red Auerbach is Auerbach. The track and field record of 60 feet or 18.9 inches is the triple jump. And the world record holder of 26 years is Jonathan Edwards for an extra point. The current MLS Cup winners are Columbus Crew, and Toronto FC won it in 2017. And the Boston Bruins play at TD Garden. The Calgary Flames have Sean Monahan, Mark Giordano and Brett Ritchie on their roster. The oldest continually running MLB team is the Atlanta Braves. And the 5 new sports at the 2021 Olympics are baseball, karate, speed climbing, skateboarding and surfing. The next PGA Tour Championship is actually the PGA Tour, is the PGA Championship. Trey Sermon plays for the 49ers. You're still here.
Still here.
Yeah,
No one's
okay.
still printing because there's no ink in the printer. You get some portraits. I have to go to the store and get some stuff printed.
How do you do? Yeah. My rhubarb's
Huge.
Waiting for...
Did you wipe your feet off before you came in the
We start
house?
with the questions.
So yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we've already finished round 1, Jill, as it's
Oh,
quarter
say
to
what?
8.
You best
Oh, I
come
didn't
correct.
know.
I
Okay.
did.
You've come
Sorry
at the
guys, wasn't here to help you.
No, don't ever come at me, how dare you? Someone slipped on the curb.
Dazed and Confused 1.
Is that the first one?
That is round 1.
0.
No, but that's the first team to report. 'cause I
Dazed and
was kinda
Confused?
talking, yeah.
Yes, Dazed and Confused 1.
Uh-huh,
Don't Touch My Rhubarb 6.
uh-huh.
Nuts and Bolts 6. Risky Quizness 6. And it was a potential 12-pointer round this one. Yeah. Who's missing?
Scott Stotts. and
Scott
Old West
Stotts.
Ender.
And Old West Enders. They're coming.
And there's an Night Club.
Yeah, but
Missing.
Old West Enders 10. Well
Wow.
done, Laura. Scott's Tots also got 10.
Oh my.
10 out of 12. Look at that. Don't need the first round. Okay, round number 2 is space missions and space. So space missions and space.
Where else would they be in there?
Space. Up there.
Space
Are you trying to
missions
say I don't need
in
to say space? I
uh-huh.
could just say space missions.
Uh-huh.
Space.
Well, no, because it could be, because space missions is
Space
just space
is like
missions.
space.
And the other one is space, as in it could be moons and planets and anyway.
You have pretty good spatial awareness.
Okay, space missions and space. I'm going to keep to what I've put. So, question 1. Where did the massive boosters from China's recently launched space station re-enter and crash last week? So where did the massive boosters from China's recently launched space station re-enter and crash last week? Sort of a current affairs question, that one. Question number 2. What is the name of Jeff Bezos's? I think that's how you Bezos's space rocket company, and what is the name of his rocket? So, what's the name of Jeff Bezos's, i.e., Amazon, Mr. Amazon, his space rocket company, and what's the name of his rocket? So, it's a point for each. I'm being very generous tonight. I think I've done this a few times. Question number 3. What was the name of Japan's mission to send a spacecraft to land on an asteroid? So what was the name of Japan's mission to send a spacecraft to land on an asteroid? I'll give you a clue. It's actually it's a name for a Japanese motorbike. A very fast Japanese motorbike. Question number 4. What is the term for a natural satellite? So what is the what's the more normal name for a natural satellite? I think that's a better way of putting it. Question number 5. How many US space shuttles were built? And there's an extra point if you can name all 5. So how many US space shuttles were built? And for an extra point if you can name all 5. I've just given you the first part. Okay, so the answer's 5. So the question is... Oh God, really? The rum and coke's already settling in. Yeah, so the bonus point is actually the question. So name all 5 space shuttles.
We're going to have to switch roles.
I think we should. And I read it twice as well. Oh no, I'll give you the answer. Well done, Nick.
Hey, guys, hey, come on. I'll be back.
You do well, keep them on a straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Question number 6. What planet orbits the Sun 4 times in the time that it takes Earth to orbit once? So which planet orbits the Sun 4 times in the time it takes Earth to orbit once? Question number 7. What is the chromosphere? So what is the chromosphere? I always do.
It's a no yet, no check.
Question number 8. What were the names of the 3 astronauts aboard the ill-fated Apollo 13? So what were the names of the 3 astronauts aboard the ill-fated Apollo 13? No, one of them wasn't Tom Hanks. John's asking, are we inhaling mosquitoes? And saying, no, we're not, John. It's lovely out here, isn't it? It's lovely here, John. It's nice and cool.
It is. I haven't had a mosquito.
There you go. See, it's because we've got the special mosquito. We haven't.
Yeah.
Question number 9. Who was the oldest man to return to space at age 77 in one of the space shuttles? Was it John Glenn, was it Alan Shepard, or was it Neil Armstrong? So who was the oldest man to return to space at the age of 77 aboard a space shuttle? Was it John Glenn, Alan Shepard, or Neil Armstrong? And then finally, question number 10. Launched in 1977, which satellite has actually travelled the furthest? So there's 2 of them that have actually left our solar system, and one of them has travelled the furthest. And they were both launched in 77, so which one was it? As usual, I'll give you 30 seconds to confer. I'll drink a bit more of my pint of rum and coke. Okay, answers to space missions and space. The recently launched China space station, the boosters re-entered the Earth and crash landed in the Indian Ocean. Jeff Bezos' space rocket company is Blue Origin, and his no, don't drop the pen. Yeah. I'll put the pen down. And his rocket's called New Shepard, as an homage to Alan Shepard, the first American in space. Japan's mission to send a spacecraft to land on an asteroid was Hayabusa. It was Hayabusa 2, which is also the name of a very fast motorbike. A natural satellite is a moon. The 5 space shuttles were Columbia, Endeavour, Discovery, Atlantis, and the prototype Enterprise.
Bonus.
That's your bonus. Yeah, God, could have been a 2-pointer. So, Columbia, Endeavour, Discovery, Atlantis, and Enterprise. And the planet that orbits the Sun 4 times in the time it takes Earth to orbit once is Mercury. The chromosphere is the Sun. And the 3 astronauts aboard Apollo 13, that was Jim Lovell, Jack Swigert, and Fred Hayes. I think you've got to get all 3 to get the point.
No thirds.
No thirds. No, we don't do thirds. Not anymore.
No.
And the oldest man to return to space at age 77 was John Glenn. And the satellite that was launched in 77, which has reached the furthest, is Voyager 1. Nuts and bolts got 4. Oh dear. Daisy Confused didn't get any. 0.
There's only the
Oh no. Well, Jill wasn't there. That's probably why. She
three.
should be there now. No Patty either.
And me, I'm the brain.
Risky Quizness 5. Don't Touch My Rhubarb 9. Know who the space people
Apparently.
are. Scott's Tot 6. And Laura, your Old West Ender's got 4.
They're probably already picking the category for next week.
Okay, so after 2 rounds, Scott's Tots are on 16. Don't Touch My Rhubarb are on 15. Nuts and Bolts are on 10. Risky Quizness are on 11. Dazed and Confused are on 1. And Old West Enders are on 14. So we've got 3 teams within 1 point of each other. That's good.
I know. Gonna get some slack for Anna.
Okay, round number 3 is a geography round. So geography. Question 1 on geography. In which UK city would you find the River Clyde? So in which UK city would you find the River Clyde? Question number 2. What did Ceylon change its name to in 1972? So what did Ceylon change its name to in 1972? Question number 3. What is the most populous city in Illinois? So what's the biggest city in Illinois? And then question number 4. Mount Vesuvius casts a shadow over which modern Italian city? So Mount Vesuvius casts a shadow over which modern Italian city? And then question number 5. What's the currency of Sweden? So what's the currency of Sweden? And then question number 6. How many boroughs are there in New York City? So how many boroughs are there in New York City? A lot of sirens.
Go horizontal.
Hmm? They're all doing the run, see how quick we can get to Timmy's. Question number 7. How many provinces are there in Australia? So how many provinces are there in Australia? Hmm? Question number 8. What is the highest peak in Africa? So what is the highest peak in Africa? Question number 9. On the London Underground in the UK, what line is represented by green? So on the London Underground in the UK, what line is represented by the green line? And then finally, question 10. Dracula famously lived in the historical region of Transylvania. In which country would you now find his castle? So, Dracula famously lived in the historical region of Transylvania. In what country would you now find his castle? So I'll give you 30 seconds to confer. So answers to question 1. You'd find the Clyde in Glasgow. Ceylon changed its name in 72 to Sri Lanka. The most populous city in Illinois is Chicago. Mount Vesuvius overlooks Naples. The currency of Sweden is the krona. And there are 5 boroughs in New York City. There are 0, it's a trick question, number 7. There are 0 provinces in Australia, there are only states and territories. I can say that now because none of you are here and go, no. The highest peak in Africa is Mount Kilimanjaro. The green line on the London Underground is the District line. And Dracula's castle is in Romania. No, he did actually exist. Count Dracula. They are travellers.
As is.
So Nuts and Bolts got 9. Risky Quizness got 6. Scott's Tots got 7. Ooh, look at this, Old West Enders got 8. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like to Travel, Old West Enders.
Early.
Don't Touch My Rhubarb got 6. Well, they did used to Like to Travel. Just waiting for Dazed and Confused.
I should just give him 10.
No, Jill should be there by now. Should be halfway through. God, the suspense is killing me.
I know. I'm thinking 3 max.
Ouch.
You know who's there.
Come on, Dazed and Confused. Come on. Four.
I was close.
Okay, so after 3 rounds, Scott's Tots are now on 23. Don't Touch My Rhubarb are on 21. Nuts and Bolts are on 19. Risky Quizness are on 17. Dazed and Confused are on 5, and Old West Enders are on 22. So there's I don't know, 3 teams within one against still within 1 point of each other.
Yep.
Okay, round number 4 is just called Bookworms, so basically literature. So question 1 on Bookworms. What's the name of the 4th Harry Potter book? So what's the name of the 4th Harry Potter book? It does. Still there. I'll put it there now. Question number 2. Who wrote The Hunger Games? So who wrote The Hunger Games?
I'm scared.
I know. Isn't it lovely? Give it an hour.
They won't like me. They'll be after you.
No, I'm not good. I'm not good with those this year. Question number 3. What's the name of the sequel to Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale? So what's the name of the sequel to Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale? Question number 4. What's the name of the pig in Charlotte's Web? So what's the name of the pig in Charlotte's Web? Question number 5. Who wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray? So who wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray? It says you're right. Question number 6. Victor Hugo wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Which other novel did he write about an escaped convict? So Victor Hugo wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame. What was the other novel he wrote about an escaped convict? I think they heard you. So question number 7, this is a 2-point question. So on what street did Sherlock Holmes live? And for the extra point, what was the number on his door? So on what street did Sherlock Holmes live? And on what was the number on his door? Question number 8. Pip is the main character in which Dickens novel? So Pip is the main character in which Dickens novel? Question number 9. Who is the narrator in the book The Great Gatsby? So who's the narrator in the book The Great Gatsby? And I think in the film it was played by Matt Damon. Matt Damon? Yeah, I think it was. Leonardo DiCaprio was Gatsby. Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, they will.
I'm sure they will. And then finally, question 10. Who wrote Wuthering Heights? So who wrote Wuthering Heights? Yep. Goes up, lights are in. Patio tables are all varnished. Get the health unit happy. It's nearly ready.
It's not June 2nd.
It means I've done it. Just keep ticking things off the list. No, I can't open. I've got bike racks going in.
I saw that for my boys.
Oh, of course it was. Okay, answers to the bookworm round. Question 1. The 4th Harry Potter book was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Susan Collins wrote The Hunger Games. Margaret Atwood's sequel to The Handmaid's Tale was The Testaments. The Pig in Charlotte's Web was Wilbur. Oscar Wilde wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray. Victor Hugo's novel was Les Miserables. Sherlock Holmes lived on Baker Street and his number on his door was 221B. Baker Street, 221B. Pip's the main character in Great Expectations, and Nick Carraway is the narrator in Great Gatsby, and Emily Bronte wrote Wuthering Heights. Oscar Wilde wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray. That's the answer to number 5 again. Nuts and Bolts got 8. Risky Quizness 9. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is going to change things up a bit. I like this. And Dazed and Confused got 5. Scott's Tots got 11. Got the whole lot. West Enders got 8. Don't Touch My Rhubarb got 8.
Oh yeah.
That's
We're
good
closing
scores.
in.
Good scores, guys.
Closing in.
So Scott's Tots are still your leaders. They're now on 34 points. You've extended your lead a little bit. What was worth 2? If you could say Baker Street was 1 point for where did Sherlock Holmes, what street did he live on?
Yeah.
That was
Then
Sherlock
number,
Holmes.
And
Yep.
then number.
And then the number was an extra point.
Yeah.
So do you want to amend your score? Let me just see whether they want to amend the score. Okay, they're 9.
Who's that?
That's
West Enders?
old.
Don't Touch My Rhubarb or Nuts and Bolts?
That's Old West Enders. Yeah, they got 9. 1 point might make all the difference. Gets you 1 point closer to Scott's Tots. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Round number 5 is a general knowledge round. So, question 1. Put the Kardashian children, or the Kardashian Jenners, in order of age, oldest to youngest.
That's all of them?
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So put the Kardashian Jenners in order of age, oldest to youngest. That's the kids. Question number 2. Who is 5th in line to the UK throne? So who is 5th in line to the UK throne?
It's alright, sweetheart.
Was that Shayna in there earlier?
No, that's Levi.
Levi, okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Question number 3. Putting all the states in alphabetical order, which would be last? So putting all the states in alphabetical order, which would be last?
Oh. Spelling error.
Spelling error. Question number 4. Which fruit takes the scientific name Mangifera indica? So which fruit takes the scientific name Mangifera indica? Question number 5. Which of these actors, which one of these actors is Scottish? Is it Jamie Dornan, Michael Sheen, James McAvoy, or Christian Bale? So which one of these actors is Scottish? Is it Jamie Dornan, Michael Sheen, James McAvoy, or Christian Bale? Question number 6. How many elements are there on the periodic scale? So how many elements are there on the periodic scale? Question number 7. If you're looking at a car fuse panel, you've got simple 2-pin fuses, the translucent ones that everybody knows about, but you've got large square plastic ones. What are they called? So if you're looking at a car fuse panel, you've got the small 2-pin fuses, the translucent ones, but what are the large square or rectangular ones called? Question number 8. What is the only vowel not used as the first letter of a US state? So what's the only vowel not used as the first letter of a US state? Here's one for you, PJ, while they're picking this one out. What's the only vowel not used as the first letter of a US state? We're live, Peach. Did everybody get that? It's one apiece.
Why didn't you ask me?
You wrote it down last time.
I
Oh dear.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, you got 3 points if you heard that. Question number 9. What did the Romans call Scotland? So what did the Romans call Scotland? Don't answer that, Peach. May have heard the lawnmower instead. And finally, question 10. If you are shown a black flag with an orange circle in the middle in motor racing, what does it signify? So if you're shown a black flag with an orange circle in the middle, what does it, in motor racing, what does it signify? Okay, answers to general knowledge. So put the Kardashian Jenners in order of age. The answer is who cares? Really? Famous for being obnoxious and having no talent at all. Yeah, so the answer is who cares? So it's and rich. Yeah. Well, actually, did they become rich because I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah, if you want to know, it's Chloe, Kyle, Rob, Courtney, Kendall, Kim, and Chris. But as I said, the answer is who cares.
Where does Rob come in? He's not a K. Is it
What,
Rob? Is it Rob?
No, I think it's Rob. Anyway, the first real question is, fifth in line to the throne is Prince Louis. If you put all the states in alphabetical order, Wyoming comes last. Mangifera indica, that's mango. And out of all these actors, Jamie Dornan is Irish, Michael Sheen is Welsh, James McAvoy is the only Scot and Christian Bale's English. There are 118 elements on the periodic scale, and the large rectangles or squares in a car fuse panels are relays. The only vowel not used as the first letter of a US state is E. And the Romans called Scotland Caledonia. And if you're shown a black flag with an orange circle in motor racing, it means you've got a mechanical problem or something problem with your car, which is dangerous. Please come back to the pits to be fixed.
Periodic table.
Hmm?
Periodic table.
I'm not saying periodic. Table. Oh, you to scale. Yeah.
No, it's a table.
Table. It is a
There's
table.
no scale about it.
Sorry, you're
That's
quite
all
right. Nuts and bolts got 5. Old West Enders 6. Dazed and Confused 3. Don't Touch My Rhubarb 5. Risky Quizness 8. Ooh. We're waiting for Scott's Tots.
Yep.
There we are. Let's get me close. And Scott's Tots 6. Okay, so after 5 rounds, Scott's Tots are on 40, Don't Touch My Rhubarb are on 34, Nuts and Bolts are on 32, Risky Quizness are also on 34, Dazed and Confused are on 13, and Old West Enders are on 37. So they pulled up a few points on them. There we go. So round number 6. Yeah, I don't know where I came. Oh, I know where I came up with this because it was Apollo 13 question. Yes. So round number 6 is Tom Hanks movies. Apollo 13. That's how it came out. I just suddenly went, how many movies has Tom Hanks made? He's made a ton of movies.
How many did you just answer?
What?
How many did you just answer?
What?
Apollo 13.
No, it's not on there. Of course, it's not on there.
I want to see my favorites on there.
There's all of them on there. He's made so many good movies. So question 1 on Tom Hanks movies. So who is the first historical figure who comes to stay at the Gumps boarding house in Forrest Gump? So who's the first historical figure who comes to stay at the Gumps boarding house in Forrest Gump? Hmm?
That was my favorite.
Really? It's not on there.
I was looking. That was a good one. What was the question? You can ask, what is PJ's Tom Hanks favorite? And
Sorry, everyone. Anna's just texted me to say Sailor Moon is next week's character when we lose. I think you're definitely losing, Anna.
I told you they were coming up with it.
So question 2. What's the title of Tom Hanks' new Western movie? And the clue is, it's the name of a now defunct British newspaper. So what's the title of Tom Hanks' new Western movie, which came out in 2020? And the hint is, it's actually the name of a now defunct British newspaper. Of course, you might get 20 out of 20 on the last round. You never know. And you'll be back in. There you go.
I already wrote it down.
Oh, it's there. Too late now. PJ's written it down as the losing category for next week, so you've lost already. Can't change it now.
Oh, I can. I'm using the pencil.
Question number 3. What is Hank's character's name in Saving Private Ryan? So what is Hank's character's name in Saving Private Ryan? PJ's answering this round.
No,
She's
I'm
having a
not.
go herself.
No, I'm not. It's a question for you, Nick.
Do I know who Tom Hanks' father is? No, I don't.
I'll answer it.
Answer that for me. I know what Tom Hanks collects. That's his passion. He collects old typewriters, and he's into old paper, very, very antique paper, and old typewriters.
He's so sweet. I might give him up. I might give Scooby up.
Question number 4. Hanks plays a mobster in the 20s and 30s. He plays alongside Daniel Craig, Jude Law, and Paul Newman. Name the film. So Hank plays a 1920s mobster fixer alongside Daniel Craig, Jude Law, and Paul Newman. Name the film. Paul Newman's the gangster boss, and Daniel Craig is the son. That helps. Really?
And do you know the song? It's good for them.
No.
Do you know the song? The big fun.
Well, there you go.
I know, right?
Who'd have thunk that?
And you didn't even ask.
Question number 5. What are the 3 films that Hank plays, that Tom Hanks plays, Robert Langdon? So what are the 3 films that Hanks plays Robert Langdon? Question number 6. During the Cold War, a veteran lawyer is recruited to defend a Russian spy, and then he's asked to facilitate an American spy swap in East Germany. Name the film. So during the Cold War, a veteran lawyer is recruited to defend a Russian spy, and then he's asked to facilitate an American spy swap in East Germany. Name the film. It's a mosquito. It's not paying attention. We've got traps out, buddy.
I saw it. A little closer to you.
Question number 7. What is Hank's character's name in Castaway? what is Hank's character's name in Castaway?
See how odd that is.
And you don't think the family's odd.
Okay.
Exactly, who cares? Question number 8. You get a point for each of these. So name the 2 lead characters in Catch Me If You Can. So name the 2 lead characters in Catch Me If You Can, played by Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. Get a point for each. Question number 9. Hanks plays an alcoholic manager in a female baseball team during the Second World War, starring Gina Davis and Madonna. Name the film. So Hank plays an alcoholic manager in a female baseball team during World War II, starring Gina Davis and Madonna. Name the film. First one. We're doing well. First mosquito, everyone. And then finally, question 10. In which Hanks film does he build a ceramic tiled waterfall tribute to his love interest, who's played by Catherine Zeta-Jones? So in which Tom Hanks film does he build a ceramic tiled waterfall tribute to his love interest, played by Catherine Zeta-Jones? Do you know? No?
I only know this one.
Okay, answer to the Tom Hanks movies. The first historical figure that Forrest Gump meets at the boarding house is Elvis Presley, where he learns to do the wiggle. The title of Tom Hanks' new Western movie is News of the World. It's actually a slow-moving movie. It's actually quite good. Hanks' character in Saving Private Ryan is Captain John Miller. If you just put Captain Miller, that works for me. Hanks plays, that's number 2, mosquito that is. Hanks plays a mobster alongside Daniel Craig, Jude Law and Paul Newman in Road to Perdition. The 3 films that he plays Robert Langdon, so that's Angels and Demons, The Da Vinci Code and Inferno. He plays a veteran lawyer in East Germany in Bridge of Spies. His character in Castaway is Chuck Nolan. If you've got Chuck or Nolan, I'd accept either of those. And the 2 characters in Catch Me If You Can, that's Frank Abagnale and Carl Hanratty. So Abagnale was DiCaprio and Carl Hanratty was Hanks. He plays a alcoholic manager in A League of Their Own. And he The ceramic tiled waterfall tribute to Catherine Zeta-Jones was in the Terminal, where he's the foreign, he's German maybe, trying to get a last card for his dad in a coffee urn
Amos.
of a jazz singer.
Amos? Is that Amos?
Could be. That'd be interesting to see what it was.
Doubt
Probably not. Days of Nuts and Bolts 5. That's about number 3 I've killed. Risky Quizness 5. Don't Touch My Rhubarb 2. I've forgotten you don't do films, do you? Old West Enders 8.
it. Ooh,
They do.
maybe.
Or they like Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah.
Who are we missing? Dazed and Confused and Scott's
That's
Tots.
Tots.
Dazed and Confused 1 and Scott's Tots 9.
Birdie, Mark, and Lisa.
Yeah, I think it's now mathematically impossible for you to come less than last, Hannah. So Scott's Tots are on 49. Don't Touch My Rhubarb are on 36. Nuts and Bolts are on 37. Risky Quizness 39. Dazed and Confused 14. And Old West Enders 45. So we've got 2 in the 40s and the others very close. So I did this round a couple of weeks ago and I've never used it, so I'm using it tonight.
All right. What is it?
So this is Western films, old Westerns.
Oh, Clint Eastwood, and
No,
Clint
there
Eastwood.
isn't a
John
single
Wayne.
John Wayne. There isn't a single John Wayne question in this.
Uh-oh.
So this is obviously your last round, so it's two points for every correct answer. So which filmmaker spawned the spaghetti western genre? So which filmmaker spawned the spaghetti western genre? Billy would know. Would he? His thing. Really? Ah, there you go. Question number 2. This is the only John Wayne reference. So John Wayne and James Stewart starred in The Man Who Shot what title character? So John Wayne and James Stewart starred in The Man Who Shot what title character? So the title of the film is The Man Who Shot, and then there's title character's name. Question number 3. Who composed the score for The Good, the Bad and the Ugly? So who composed the music score for The Good, the Bad and the Ugly? Very, very famous film composer. Question number 4. Name 4 of the main characters who starred in The Magnificent Seven. So name 4 of the main actors that starred in The Magnificent Seven. Question number 5. The Magnificent Seven is a remake of what film? So The Magnificent Seven is a remake of what film? It's very close. Question number 6. Who directs and stars as the lead in the 1993 classic Unforgiven? So who directs and stars as the lead in the 1993 classic Unforgiven? And then question number 7. Name the 2007 film which stars Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem, who's the psycho killer, and Josh Brolin. So name the 2007 film which stars Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem as the psychotic killer, and Josh Brolin. Question number 8. In Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the love interest of the Sundance Kid was Etta Place. What was her occupation? So in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the love interest of the Sundance Kid was Etta Place. What was her occupation? And then question number 9. Tim Roth plays Englishman Oswaldo Mowbray in The Hateful Eight. What was his character's occupation? So Tim Roth plays Englishman Oswaldo Mowbray in The Hateful Eight. What was his occupation? And then finally, question 10, the last question of the night. Who played the gunman in the original Westworld sci-fi western? So who played the animatronic gunman in the original Westworld sci-fi western? Sci-fi western. Not really, no, because Westworld's got made into a TV series. It's really good. So sorry there were 2 film rounds at the end, but okay, answers to the Western films. Sergio Leone spawned the spaghetti Western genre. Sergio Leone. John Wayne and James Stewart starred in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. So Liberty Valance is the answer. Ennio Morricone composed the film score The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. The music score for The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. The actors in The Magnificent Seven, you could have had Yul Brynner, Eli Wallach, Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson, Robert Vaughn, Brad Dexter, and James Coburn. 4 out of the 7. So Yul Brynner, Eli Wallach, Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson, Robert Vaughn, Brad Dexter, and James Coburn. The Magnificent Seven is a remake of The Seven Samurai, and Clint Eastwood directs and stars in Unforgiven. Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem, and Josh Brolin are in No Country for Old Men. And Kit Etta Place is a school teacher, and Tim Roth plays Oswald O'Mowbray, and his occupation is a hangman. And Yul Brynner plays the animatronic gunman in the original Westworld sci-fi western. Nuts and bolts 18. Back in the game, John. Risky Quizness 4. Dazed and Confused 4. That's a varied scoring. 8 out of 20 for Don't Touch My Rhubarb. And Scott's Tots 12. Oh. You mean John? Old West Enders. Haven't got them yet. 12 for Old West Enders. Ouch. That's changed some scores. Not enough. Not enough.
And we have the category.
Okay, Anna, I'm sure you're not surprised, but you came 6th with 18 points, and your category for next week is Sailor Moon for next week. In 5th place, Risky Quizness with 43 points. 1 point ahead in 4th place is Don't Touch My Rhubarb with 44 points. In 3rd place with 55 points, it's Nuts and Bolts. In 2nd place with 57 points, it's Old West Enders. And your winners tonight, it's Scott's Tots with 61 points. Well done, guys. Yeah, nice to see some fresh faces at the top there.
Yeah.
Fresh faces at the top.
And fresh faces at the bottom.
Yeah, and I think we survived with a very few mosquitoes.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Be even nicer if everybody was here. Yeah. Anyway.
And
Okay, guys. Well, we're going to sign off before the mosquitoes do descend on us.
carry
Heavy.
us off.
Yeah, because they're absolutely massive at the moment. Hopefully see you all next week.
I'll
But
say that
have
for
a
next week.
great rest of the week, everyone. And see you next Wednesday. So this is PJ and I. Shush, Anna.
Shush.
It's not till tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Oh, yes, you do.
I don't do birthdays. Just another day.
It is to me.
Okay, guys.
but-
See you all next week.
It is to me, but